Yo, people, what's going on? Back again with another episode of Footy Talk. And obviously, there's a lot of footy talk to be had today. Louis in the building. What are you saying, my bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm sweet, man. I'm sweet. Not gonna lie, bruv. It's been a good weekend. It's been a good weekend, man. Obviously, you man know played AFTV yesterday. Big YouTube derby. Obviously, I can't tell you the score. There was a lot of goals. That's all I'm saying. There was a lot of goals, mate. There's a lot of goals.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, what? As soon as this stream's ended, we've got a lot to talk about then, by the sound of things.
Yeah, there was a lot of goals. There was a lot of champagne football on show. There was a lot of goals. So yeah, big up everyone inside. Yeah, Lou, what's the deal, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I've not actually. I'm very proud of myself. This morning, I looked at my screen time from the past week, and it's gone down 23%. I then come to realize it's because I've been doing the social media blackouts. This is the first thing I've done since Thursday. Because I was trying to maintain and just take a stand on it. Unfortunately, the people who were calling for it, i.e. the BBC, Sky, and everybody, was still posting. So it's going to become it was completely irrelevant. But
I didn't stop posting.
You didn't stop posting either.
No.
It's not worked out at all. It's almost been completely redundant.
Bro, let me tell you why it's bullshit, yeah, and why I didn't do it. And then before we go in, the reason why I didn't do it is we all saw it right here, yeah, how these men managed to almost turn a European Super League, yeah, that was meant to be happening, and everyone signed the papers to it's not happening. How did we do that? Constant dialogue, bro. Everyone was talking about it all day, every channel. On the news, Boris is talking about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone was talking about it. So how the fuck do you suggest that we're gonna invoke change here by not talking and just being silent, bro? Like, to me, that don't make sense. If anything, we should have been talking about it so much people got fucking sick of it. That's the only way to change things. Do you know what I mean? Like, not saying anything is just giving the fucking idiots what they want. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not about to not talk about racism and talk about online abuse and that, because as soon as we stop talking about it, they've won. So keep talking about it, bro. Just like we kept talking about the European Super League every fucking day, bro. Imagine they said, oh, we want to get our clubs out of the European Super League, so we're just not going to talk about the European Super League. How the fuck's that going to help?
No, it's true. It's true.
No, I mean, whoever made it up, respectfully, it's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And that's why, you see, me, I didn't do it.
Well, this is it. I mean, I was looking at it and I thought it kind of came down to that for me, because even when people have been speaking about it, they've been doing nothing. So it almost felt like a last chance saloon, like an opportunity where they're like, right, well, we're going to just not talk about it. So that means there'll be a massive void on social media. But then as it's gone to prove, irrespective, even if the major corporations and major brands and major people aren't posting, there's people are still going to be posting stuff and saying things and talking about it online. So literally, the social media companies what's happened there is, so I spoke to a friend of mine who works for UEFA, and basically, obviously Thursday they were kind of like, right, that's it, like 3:00, you're off for the weekend, leave it, don't worry about it. And they're going, okay, they're a social media manager, and they're saying, oh, it's been really weird not posting over the weekend. Like, it's almost like we're having a break, obviously jokingly. And the point stands of they turn around, well, actually, we've lost 3 million in sponsorships this weekend purely because of not posting. So the bottom line is, people are still saying things. I saw there was the girl that does stuff with Terry at Football Terrace, FLWN on Twitter. I don't know her name.
Yeah,
she received a load of abuse this weekend, regardless of this blackout. And it's you sat there and it's like it's just the only, that's Anita. That's it. Thank you, guys. They're the only people that can do things are the social media companies. But just like with the European Super League, right, and just like with the major clubs around the world that were going to be part of the Super League, they wouldn't have cared if we hadn't said anything and we'd have just moved on, they'd go, we'd be doing our own thing, and our seats would be filled. Social media companies are viewing this as, okay, well, they've gone for the weekend.
Yeah, and they'll be back. Like,
it's like,
and they'll be back. It was stupid, innit? Like, as far as I'm concerned, if you want change, yeah, then you need to constantly be applying pressure. That's what happened with the European Super League. We constantly applied pressure, bro, whether it was in forms of protest, whether it was in forms of Sky Sports talking about it every single day, like pushing back flipping kickoffs to talk about it. Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville even done a little mini podcast on Sky talking about it. There was constant dialogue. I had people that didn't even care about football asking me about it. Everyone was talking about it. The only way to invoke change is to make sure there's constant dialogue. Being quiet is never going to be the answer. So the whole idea for me was farcical. When I heard about it and I saw everyone posting, I said, good for you lot. Good for you lot. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm someone that speaks out about racism and all this injustice and all that all the time, but it didn't make no sense to me. So I couldn't get behind it, but I didn't go out there and say to people like, I'm not doing it, this, that, and the other, because everyone's free to do what they want to do. Yeah. But you see me, yeah, I wouldn't be the person I am and that people know me for if I just did what everyone else did without having my own opinion on it. And I just didn't agree with it. So I just got on with my life.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, because for me, like like I was saying, it's only because I was thought, right, this must be the last thing to happen, but it's not going to make any difference. The only way that there's going to be change is if the people at the top change, you know, or fuck it, Rants, should we just set up our own social media company? I think we should just do that.
Bro, I wish, you know what I mean? If I had that kind of money, it would happen, bro. You know, like that. Honestly, no, because honestly, bro, I'm not even going to lie. Like, if we had our own platforms in the first place, these things couldn't happen. Because there was a time where YouTube were demonetizing all my things, yeah, because they changed the algorithms and man lost probably 5 figures worth of money in like 3 months because they were messing things up. Like, they don't care about people's livelihoods really like that, innit? So it would be nice that we have full control over my own thing, but that's for the future. Do you know what I mean? So I hear you 100%, but the whole social media thing is these men don't care about us, innit? We're numbers. That's all we are. It doesn't matter how many subs you've got. Don't matter if you got a blue tick or whatever. You're just a number, bro. When they're showing their shareholders thing, they're saying active users. These people in the YouTube comments, their account ain't any more important than my one, bro. I'm just one active user. They're an active user. That's all it is.
Yeah, 100%.
That's all it is.
It's shit. But big up to the Man United fans, more importantly, obviously, with the social media stuff. I was, even though I was all that sort of stuff and looking at it. So social media obviously did have a bit of a boom yesterday with the protests, and credit to the Man United fans, by the way. But you know, like you said, it's been a really depressing weekend.
Bro, you know what it is with the Manchester United fans? Let's get on to the Manchester United fans now, because BBC messaged me yesterday when I was on the way to the game. Rants, would you like to come onto the show to talk about it? Nah, I'll talk about it here. You know, like that. I'm not going on there. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones where every time something kicks off, them man want my opinion on things, bro. Like, nah, it's fine. I've got a channel for that. So you, man, are going to get it here first, bro. Them man can kiss my ass. So this is what we're doing. Honestly, yeah, the Manchester United protests, how do I feel about it? I'm torn on it. You know why I'm torn on it? I'm happy that they got the game locked off because it needed to happen. But I just feel like all of that is a waste of time if them idiots are still going to buy Manchester United merchandise, which they are. Do you know what I mean? Let's get this right, yeah? Let's get this right. You see the guys on there, yeah? Let's not go on like this was some revolutionary freedom fighters and that. These are a bunch of idiots, yeah, that were drunk, probably off their head on sniff, yeah, and decided to just mash the place up. Do you know what I mean? This wasn't organized crime, bro. This was just chaos. That's what it was. They got what they wanted. I saw people smashing up Sky cameras. I don't have a problem with that. Do you know what I mean? I saw that I think a police officer got hurt or something like that, allegedly. Yeah. Again, I don't care about that. Do you know what I mean? The reason why I don't care about that is because people that look like me get stopped by the police all the time, get fucked up by the police all the time. And furthermore, yeah, it's one of them ones where when it comes to the police and that, if the people that are breaking into Old Trafford look like me, they probably wouldn't even have got that far. The police would have been all over them, mate. These guys didn't even have masks on, and they were running around the pitch doing overhead kicks, and no one done nothing. Do you know the amount of police that are there on match days, yeah? And you're trying to tell me that the police couldn't have done that, and if they really wanted to, bro.
Well, this is it. I mean, from
what I saw,
yeah,
the police let them do that, innit? That's what I saw, innit? So someone tried to stop that, they got hurt. I don't really care about that. What I do care about is none of this makes any sense if you're gonna then go and buy a Manchester United season ticket, even though, let's be honest, most of them, man, they didn't have their faces covered. They're probably gonna get a lifetime ban if they were season ticket holders anyway. But if you're still gonna go buy the new Man United kit and support the club by spending money, you doing that doesn't mean nothing. You doing that only means something if you're boycotting the club, yeah, from top to bottom. You're not spending no money on the club. You're not giving them anything. And then you're mashing up the thing. Because if that's the case, bruv, do it every week. Do it every week, bruv. They're saying points deductions. If they deduct us 3 points, yeah, for every week left in the season, we can't get relegated. I'll look off the game every week until they leave. I don't have a problem with that. But then don't go and buy a Man United shirt because then you're a fucking idiot. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
this is my thing. Do you know what I mean? I do not mind, but it just looked to me like a bunch of pissheads, yeah, were out there having a good time, bro. Like man was singing and that. Do you know what I mean? Man was trying to do bicycle kicks into the goal and stuff. Someone brought a football in. You know what I mean? Like it was just a bunch of guys having a jolly up, bro. You know what I mean? I saw one guy running around with a corner flag. There was a youth in there that looked no older than 12 years old. Do you know what I'm saying?
He was the lad that was sat on the goalposts.
Yeah, and it's just like, bro, he's a kid. Like this, it just looked like a bunch of guys got on the piss up and said, you know what? I heard there's a protest. We're just gonna do a madness, which I do not respect. Which I actually no, sorry, which I do not mind if it's done in the right spirit, innit? If it's done in the spirit that we're gonna boycott Manchester United on a commercial level and not spend any money on them, then you man can lock off the games every single week. I don't care. I'm all for it, mate. I'm all for it. But hit them in the pocket where you're meant to be hitting them, because that's the reason why the Super League got locked off, because the FA, UEFA, and them man were going to get hit in the pocket. So if you want to get the Glazers out, you need to reduce the share prices and you need to hit them in the pocket. The only way you're going to do that is by fucking up the place. I don't believe in peaceful protests. I don't. Everyone knows me, bro.
Yeah, well, I think, speaking of the share prices, we did that last week. Shall we have a look again? Share price. I think the whole situation is, I think it was done in the right spirit, apart from, I think the problem I have was, I'm doing direct comparisons now. I'm looking at when I was at Chelsea doing it, and then when Manchester United doing it, right? We obviously stopped the coach. We did all the stuff. We made our point and everything stood, right? And then everyone's saying how great we were and all this sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
The irony of Sky, right? And the only reason that they found the way they did was because it's hitting them in the pocket. The irony of Sky turning around and saying, oh, Manchester United fans have Aiden Pitch. Don't know how I feel about that. The irony of them, literally, by the way, they're sat in Old Trafford in a studio looking down on the pitch. How
watching? Watching, bro. Yeah, it was a concert, blood. Man was just watching it. Live mosh pit at Old Trafford.
It's nuts. Well, I mean, oh, hello. Here we go. Hold on. So, right, stock prices for Manchester United. Let's do the past 5
Let's get those up. 1 second. Let me put my other light on. And then, get that up on the screen, innit? Let's have a look at those.
Give me 2 secs. So the beauty of my set currently is I've actually got 2 screens. Here we go. Share screen. Yeah, I don't know about sharing screen. Shut the fuck up. All right, here we go. Right, can you man see that?
It will pop up and then I'll put it on the screen. So just share the screen and it will come up.
Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. What the fuck? No. Share screen. Share screen. Screen 1. What the fuck? This is bullshit. I gotta be smart. I get everything sorted. It looks amazing. And it goes, nah, fuck you, Louis. Do you know what? Let's just try it on this screen. Hang on.
Big up everyone inside. Smash the like button as well. We got like 1.3k in here. Do you know what I mean? Still rising. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go through your comments while Louis tries to sort out this thing so we can look at the United share prices and see what it's done. So yeah, they were posing with the corner flag on the street corners. Do you know, and the police didn't stop them. That's what I mean, bro. Honestly, yeah, the media talking about violence. No one's seen any footage using admitted to hospital. Bruv, the thing is, yeah, bruv, on match day, people get hurt all the time, bro. Like, I'm sure, like, people in celebrations, people get cut and stuff, bro. Like, I remember when I was at Stamford Bridge, when Martial scored, it was the 2-2 game at Stamford Bridge when Chelsea scored right at the end, bro. And when Martial scored the second goal, someone jumped on my shoulders, bro, and I nearly went over the barriers, bro. These things happen, bro. People get hurt at football matches. So the fact that police officer got hurt, I don't really care. I'm gonna be real, bro. Like when you do a job like that, do you know what I mean? It's like, bro, you're in the line of fire. Like sometimes things can go sideways, innit? Like it's unfortunate, but bro, the risk comes with the job. Play football, you get injured. If you're a police officer, you might get hurt, innit? Like these things just happen, bro. Like, so I don't feel sorry for no one that got hurt or anything like that because, bruv, during these things happen, bro. Like, I wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be me if I came out and said, oh, guys, peaceful protest. You man know, bruv, I like anarchy, bro. I don't mind it. But I like it with a plan. I don't just like man going and I don't like man just going and mashing things up. If you're gonna go and mash things up, because honestly, Old Trafford needs a refurb anyway. Do you know what I mean? The fucking roof's leaking and that. They should have smashed the roof, so they had to fix it. That's what they should have done, bro. Like,
how would they get up there? How would they get up there?
I don't know, bruv. Them man were drunk and high. One of them would have found their way up there, bro. Like, honestly, like someone should have smashed the roof of Old Trafford and made them have to fix it because it's a disgrace, bruv. Now, I mean, the Glazers haven't put no money into fixing that stadium since they bought it. It's an absolute disgrace. There's no way.
I'm back in 2 minutes.
That's fine, bro. I used to sit right at the front behind the dugouts, bro. And you know the way man used to get wet, bro, because the roof's leaking and that. Fuck that, bro. Do you know what I mean? They should have smashed that up. Swear it was allowed to happen so they could shift the narrative. No, absolutely, but bro, listen, I don't mind any of it. I don't mind what they done at all. But I'm saying if you do that, you have to make sure you're not buying merchandise. Because if you're buying merchandise, you're smashing up the place, yeah, and then you're giving the Glazers money back. You're not giving money to the football club. The Glazers own the football club. So there's no point in protesting, smashing up the place, getting games called off, if you're then going to go and buy a kit. Then you're an idiot. Then you're actually an idiot. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's just all it is. So I'm 100% for the protest. I agree with it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't really, I don't disagree with anything other than the fact that these guys are probably still gonna buy merchandise. And if United sign Jadon Sancho in the summer, these guys will stop protesting because these United fans have shown how fickle they are. They were going to do a Glazer walkout. Then we signed Bruno Fernandes. And then Oli came out and said, oh, don't abandon us. And then they didn't. Because these guys are fickle. So if the Glazers buy Jadon Sancho, yeah, what needs to happen is they need to buy Jadon. And then no one needs to buy a Jadon shirt. Do you know what I mean? Respectfully. Because I love the guy. Do you know what I mean? But no one needs to buy his shirt, bro. And then the Glazers will get then they'll get an idea of what's going on right now. But if these guys are going to mash up the place and then buy the kit anyway, you're actually just out there to fuck the place up, which in that case, you should just go to jail.
It was like the Spurs protest, wasn't it? Where the bloke was protesting, but he walked out with the Spurs stuff. Right, I fixed it.
Come on.
Let's see what we got. You got it?
Yes, I have. Boom.
Yeah! And look, we're on the side as well. Oh, I love this. Right, okay. So, welcome back to Calculator Monday. This is the Manchester United stock prices over the past 5 days. Realistically, we should probably go back to just Monday. They don't do it on Fridays, unfortunately. But if I just, I wonder if I can zoom in a bit. I want to get this. Okay, basically, this was 9:30 this morning, opening trading. So this was, I think, this is 9:30 US time, so New York. and they're 8 hours behind us. So this would pretty much just be as everything was about to kick off, right? Straight away, look at that. Boom. That they lost. I know it doesn't seem like a lot again. They've lost 9 cents like that. And then it goes up. And then since everything else goes, look, okay, the lowest it's been was 10:45. So this was 10:45. So I think this is US time. I think it is. If it's not, this is just UK when other stuff came out. But look at this. So it's gone down to 17.59 from 73. So that is what, a loss of nearly 15 cents. So they've lost a good percentage there. Like that's ridiculous. And their lowest point was obviously they previously opened at 17.35. 17.73, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I got that 35 from 17.73, and then it's dropped down. Okay, well, hang on, that makes no sense. Yeah, it's dropped down to there. So that doesn't look good for the Glazers. However, I'm intrigued as to what the drop is here and what it is there, and then I don't understand why it spikes back up.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Manchester United, is such an amazing asset because, bro, like someone said earlier, our fan base are just a bunch of consumers, and because of that, them share prices are steady as hell, bro. Even though there's peaks and troughs and that, bro, it's steady, man. It's steady, bro. That's why the only way to get them out is carnage, bro. Like I'm here for it, bro.
This is it. I mean, just look at the last month. Like it's for them. It's literally it's so steady. It's just the only dips were Super League right there, the 14th of April. Other than that, it's just been fucking smooth sailing for the Glazers. And even hit the only way you'd hit them financially in the pocket is if everybody did it. But the problem is, like Manchester United is now such a major brand that the fact remains is where someone won't buy something, there'll be 2 people elsewhere that will. You know, like we were saying, there was people. I was watching the kickoff, and Adam McCullough was talking about how he was getting DMs of people basically saying, "Oh, guys, you've ruined the football for us," because they view it as their entertainment. But you know, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because they view it as their entertainment, they don't understand the nuances, which some people might not, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not shitting on people who have a different relationship with football to people that might be going every week, because that's the beauty of the sport. You know, everyone's got a different relationship with their clubs. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. The whole thing is just it's just fucked. You know, whoever breaks it down is just gonna fuck it. You know, it's whoever walks away, 2 people come to step their place. It doesn't matter almost. You know, it was quite funny because I was watching School of Rock this morning, and then I was watching Jack Black talking about, you know, how everything's run by the man, and then it just made me go, yeah, I know exactly how you feel. So then my inner socialist came out. And then I was watching that going, damn, football and everything's just gone down the toilet because it's controlled by just people who just don't care.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's the bottom line. I saw someone say this is Friday's stock prices. Is it? Are they? You sure? Because I mean, this is 6th of April.
The market in US isn't open yet, apparently.
No, it wouldn't be. But it's still going to be fluctuating during when people are asleep, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, because they are 8 hours behind us. So yeah, okay. Closes at 4. That is. Are you sure it's Friday? Okay, so when is it open then? If this isn't, it's closed. It's not a bank holiday in the US.
It's not a bank holiday in the US, no.
So that'll be. Hold on, what time is it in New York? Because it might open when we're on the stream.
You know, man saying United is a global brand. Yeah, you can't tell Asian fans not to buy a shirt. No, you can't tell them not to buy a shirt. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't have to. You know, like that, bruv. You only say you can't tell them. Well, bruv, listen. If you've got one Man United shirt, you don't need another one. I don't give a shit. You know them ones there. Like, that's just how it is. If you got one, you don't need another one, bro. Retro shirts are in, fam. You know them ones. Some of my favorite United shirts
yeah.
are the old ones. United ain't really made a new kit that I've liked in a minute. You know, like that. The best shirts are the old ones, bro. Like, stick to the retro thing. Man don't need to buy new kits. The older your kit gets, the more respect you get through. That's just how it is. So at the end of the day, bruv, listen, like, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Like my man said, it's not just not buying merchandise. It's also unfollowing Manchester United on social media as well, blood. Do you know what I mean? If you follow them on Twitter, if you follow them on Instagram, all these things contribute to their stock prices, bro. Fucking unfollow them, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's why there was a thing, a hashtag unfollow United, yeah? And I did that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I even follow Chelsea on social media, you know? I don't think I do.
Yeah, no, fuck them, bro.
It's just like, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I think I stopped. Do you know what? I don't have the Chelsea app on my phone because they used to use a company called Breathe Chelsea.
Yeah.
And Breathe Chelsea did like loads of free stuff for them. And basically, Chelsea got this new app through the door, and then the deal they'd had with.
Oh shit! What the fuck? That was an accident. Still, 1 minute. Bloody hell, man! Knocked Louis out by accident, bruv. Hey, man, have to message him. Mad thing, bro. I went to get rid of the other thing and I kicked Louis.
Rants
I went to remove the graph, blood, and it just kicked man out, bruv. Man said, yeah, take your poxy fucking graph, mate. You know what I mean? That's what it said, bro. It just kicked man out, bro.
I think one thing I do need to clarify is when I put what in on the search where I said, what is the derogatory term for Dutch people? I don't know why that's on there. I think basically Ducker was just looking at stuff really weirdly on my computer by the looks of things. Yeah. But that's an interesting conversation to have for another day. Definitely know what's going on there. No, it is weird. I'm actually intrigued as to what he found. But yeah, he's Dutch, so I think he was just like, I don't even know what it is.
No, I hear that.
Oh no, but he was. I don't know. I remember the conversation now. He was asking me why people call Italians wops and stuff like that, and I basically just explained what it was.
Okay, so okay. Like, and then he thought, yeah, what's the word for Dutch people? Yeah,
and then they're like, so that's just made me feel very nervous. The fact that's come up on a stream, as it looks like I hate Dutch people. But yeah, you just opened 2:30 UK time.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. That's what he's saying.
United data, because it opens at 9 a.m. in the US, and that's a half an hour from now for New York time.
That's what I mean, and that's what man's saying. Again, secondhand retro shirts, all these other things.
Yeah,
bro. I'm following the social media, all these other things. That's what man have to do. Yeah, bro. Honestly, it's the only way, bro. Like, as you man know, I like carnage, innit? But I like carnage with a purpose. I don't like carnage for the sake of going and mashing things up, bro. Like, man, I don't mind being Bane, fam. I'll go and I'll fuck things up, bro. Like, I told people when they were doing the protest before, I said, if you man are on really doing a madness, I'm on it, bro. Like, I'm on it. But you have to be doing it with a purpose. You have to be doing it by unfollowing Manchester United on the socials, not spending any money on their merchandise through any of their outlets or anything like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And you have, brother, and then you can mash the place up as well. That's fine. But don't mash the place up and then give them the money back. Don't make sense.
No, it don't. This is it. I mean, it's I think, like I said with Chelsea, I don't have the Chelsea app, the Fifth Stand. I don't have it because they did work with a company called Breathe Chelsea. There were some really good guys who even did it for free. They just wanted to work with the club. The only deal that they had in place with the club was, if you do that, we can use your images. You know, because we'll run everything. We'll sort it all out for you. Chelsea set up this new app, and then they basically put a block list on all the content creators. They've only just started working on content creators since Dan and Zach have gone through the door. You know, it's been completely different. But they put a block on the content creators, and they put out cease and desist and seized the Breathe Chelsea brand. So basically, they just collapsed in on it. And Chelsea was like, yeah, screw
these comments are fucking ridiculous, Louis, bro. I swear, these men are idiots.
What's
just the banner when you got kicked and that man said, man, press the check seat and that. From when you got kicked out, bro. Nah, bro.
Hey.
Some of these things are killing me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But no, you're right, bro. Like, honestly, the only way to really damage these guys is
hold
to
on,
hit.
Rants moving like Jason. Keep talking.
Is to hit them where it hurts, bro. And where it hurts them is in the back pocket. These men don't care about the fans. They don't care about football. You know what I mean? They don't care about football because these men don't even go to games. Do you know what I'm saying? So honestly, guys, like there's absolutely no point, yeah. There's no point having any empathy or any sympathy for like man are like, oh, but it's Manchester United, you're ruining the stadium. It's an old piece of shit anyway, bro. It needs upgrading, bro. If our owners cared about us, if our owners cared about this, how are we the biggest club in the world, yeah? And we have an old rusty stadium, bro. Smash it, bruv. They can fucking refurb it, smash it. I don't care about the stadium, bro. The stadium isn't the team. You know, like that. Man City moved from Main Road. They're in a new stadium, and they're probably going to be in a Champions League final, bruv. Who cares about the stadium, bro? The stadium is not the team, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Arsenal play at the Emirates now, yeah. Highbury isn't Arsenal, blood. It doesn't help that they ain't really won nothing at the Emirates, so that maybe that wasn't a good example. However, it's one of them ones where, bro, it's just bricks and water, bro. Manchester United isn't bricks and water. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. You're a fucking idiot, bro.
It was bored. The joke was done.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is, bro. Organized chaos is beautiful, bro. It's beautiful, but it has to be organized. What they did wasn't organized chaos. It was a bunch of pissheads that went down to Old Trafford and just wanted to fuck shit up.
Yeah, no, it was, and I think that's the problem. And even though there was a lot of people there that were doing it for the right reasons, I think it's now going to be overshadowed because of the actions of a minority, which is basically the. It's just how things go, innit? If there's anything for people to pick on to make something look worse than it is, they'll go for it. So, you know, I think that unfortunately, that whole protest, despite the good intentions, I think are just going to be overshadowed by people now. But it just goes to prove the Glazers don't care. Like I was saying, I was watching the kickoff, and Alan McCullough was talking about it again. And he was saying that literally all the Glazers did and all Manchester United did to stop people from getting in because they knew apparently there was going to be riots was they just put up a little bit of fencing. They didn't even double the security. It's the same security that's been there since the beginning of COVID, so minimal.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's nuts.
100%, bro. You know what I mean? 100%. The whole thing's a joke. And Chelsea's own signed Conte as manager and you single-handedly make you guys competitive again. I think you're talking about United. No thanks. Respectfully, do you know what I mean? Them man won the Scudetto and that. Big up Conte for what he's done, but I don't want him at my football club, innit?
You wouldn't want that. I think you'd love.
I don't want him at my football. Nah, bro. I don't like. Respectfully, yeah. I'm not a fan of Italian managers, innit? I'm not. I just think it's too.
Yeah. Is that how it is?
I think it's too. Yeah? I just think it's too negative, bro. You know what I mean? It's too negative. Not you, do you know what I'm saying, bro? But I'm saying
that open, stylish brand of football, which doesn't.
Bro, listen. When you see the sauce that my boys had dripping all over the pitch yesterday, yeah, you might understand, bro. Total football, man's not on this. I'm not a pragmatic manager, bro. There's nothing pragmatic about it. I want to win. I want to win, and I want to win playing good football as well. Like, if you, man, haven't watched the Dennis Bergkamp documentary on the Arsenal YouTube, watch it, bro. Dennis Bergkamp even said, listen, me and Arsene Wenger, like, got on so well because it wasn't just about winning football, bruv. It had to look good as well, bro. Like, it has to. For me, I don't like ugly wins, bro. Like, them ones are for them. They're for the passion merchants. I don't care about them, bro. If we play shit and we win, I'm not happy, bro. Like, I want to win, and I want to win playing beautiful football, bro. If I can see the goal because we tried to play great football and it didn't quite work out, that's fine. I don't mind it. As long as it's not stupid, innit? If I get beaten by a Route 1 ugly, I'm fuming. But I told my boys yesterday. I told my boys yesterday, keep playing your football, yeah? And you know what? If we can see the goal because you were too confident and it doesn't work, it's fine. You go back to playing your football. I do not mind, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is, bro. Like, it has to have style and substance, bro. But I don't want one or the other. I want both. Do you know what I'm saying? And substance without style, for me, it's not good enough. It's not good enough.
Well, Antonio, the beauty of Antonio Conte, I think, is he's got the substance. But they're like when he has certain players in his team. So when he was at Chelsea that season, we won the league, right?
You had Victor Moses at right wing back.
Yeah, but not to mention we had the swagger and we had the style in the front line. You had the
Yeah.
brute force Diego Costa, but you had Pedro, you had Willian, Eden Hazard. In the midfield you had the workhorses. Like if you look at your team right now, that is built for Antonio Conte to come in. Like genuinely, you look at that team.
I don't think so, bruv. Like Conte signs dead ballers, bro. Like even when you look at the guys he signs, he likes workhorses, bro. I can imagine, yeah. Like man had Victor Moses at right wing back. Do you know what I'm saying? And it worked. And then the thing is, he signed Ashley Young. Do you know what I mean? Conte doesn't care about entertainment and style of football. He just cares about functional players, innit? I don't like the functional thing. It's not for me, bro. It's not for me at all.
So if you won the league with Antonio Conte, you'd be annoyed at that because it wouldn't be starting.
I wouldn't be annoyed because United need to win a league. But I'm saying, yeah, I enjoy watching my football team more than I do watching Manchester United with Oli. And if Conte was there, it would be the same.
That's fair enough.
Like that. Now, honestly, bro, like it's one of them ones where one of the reasons I support United, obviously my uncle's a United fan and I didn't really have much of a choice, but also like I enjoyed watching them play when I was growing up. I don't enjoy watching them play now. The football's crap. Do you know what I mean? And Conte wouldn't improve the football. And this is my thing. He would improve the team in terms of they would be harder to beat, but in terms of the brand of football, I don't think his football is very entertaining, bro. Like I don't. So it's a catch-22. But he's better than fucking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer without. Come on, bro.
It depends on when you're playing. I mean, that first season under Conte for us. Oh my God.
See, my man saying Ancelotti's Italian, but he plays too open. Yeah, but you see, with what's good about Ancelotti is he doesn't just have one style in it. Like depending on the players he's got, he mixes it up. Conte just likes
three at the back.
The three at the back.
Yeah. Because he tried 4 at the beginning of Chelsea, then we lost 3-0 to Arsenal, didn't we?
Yeah, and he said, F this.
But then he got the job. Like we were beaten. There was time, right? Conte, we beat Everton 5-0 at home. When you have John Motson saying it's better than some of the Invincibles performances, you've got when we beat we beat Arsenal 3-1 at home. When we beat Tottenham, when we were on that 11-game unbeaten run. The beauty, I quite like that. Even the football was to a sense pragmatic. I liked it because it was. It was functional, so it got the job done. But 2, it still offered the opportunity to have that certain freedom for certain players. So because you know how much I like to see good football as well. I like little flicks. I like little passages of play. When you had Eden Hazard combining with Marcos Alonso on the left-hand side, and then maybe you'd have Diego Costa come in and use his brute force to open up the space, so someone else could go into that space. And prime example, Costa and Hazard and Willian opening the space in the FA Cup semi-final against Tottenham, and then Nemanja Matic scores what can only be described as a thunder cunt. It literally is it's true.
That was a great strike, man. He doesn't score goals, but when he scores goals,
that's it. Like I was sat on the I was in the top tier in the middle of the top tier on the halfway line. So literally the perfect angle. Oh my God! I watched it and it went in slow motion, and I went nuts. I think I've got it on my old phone somewhere, so I have to find it. But yeah, I think Conte would definitely bring something good to Manchester United. The problem that Antonio Conte might have is because of the hierarchy and because of the less functionality. Because he's not a yes man, he wouldn't last very long. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think a good manager. I don't think he would go there after Leeds. That would be Bielsa. And Bielsa would be really good at Man United.
Yeah, but again, with the hierarchy at Manchester United, he wouldn't go. He wouldn't go there because Bielsa likes full control. And from what I've been told, he works on a 1-year rolling contract basis. Do you know what I mean? Because of his age, he doesn't like to commit too long term. And also, if things don't go his way, he can just walk out at any minute. He's a bit of a maverick, innit? And I love that about him. But at the same time, the United owners aren't going to give him full control of like signings, all these other things. Like they're not going to do that, innit? They're flipping snowflakes. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Ed Woodward didn't want certain man to come in because he didn't want his power challenged and that. Like Bielsa will challenge it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Manchester they need a sporting director, definitely.
Yeah, but they're not. But they got Darren Fletcher and flipping Murto now. We're finished. And big up Broads as well in the building. Yeah, he just said congrats for yesterday. Big up Broads, man. You know what I mean? Absolute soldier, bro. Like, I think he was injured like at the start of the game and he still played, bro. Like, body on the line for the team and that. Do you know what I mean, man? I respect it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 100%. Bro, like, it's just a weird one, innit? I think United don't have the best in class, innit? And that's my thing. In order for Manchester United to be respected by me, they need to get rid of the Glazers, get rid of Ollie, get rid of all the coaching staff, and bring in the best people for the job, innit? Till then, I'll never respect them as a football team, innit? Like, the team's a joke in terms of the structure and everything like that. In terms of football club, they're a joke as well, bro. Like, guys, if you haven't seen it, because there's a lot of you younger guys that follow me, let me see the name of this YouTube. I don't subscribe to many YouTube pages of people that I don't know in it. Like, I don't. Like, I think they're one of the only people I'm subscribed to that I don't know. Where are they? They are called Tifo Football or something.
Oh, Tifo Football's brilliant.
These guys, they've got a video of how the Glazers got into the football club. Do you know what I mean? And how it was Sir Alex Ferguson's fault, yeah? So you man need to watch this. Because when this happened and Sir Alex Ferguson was having the dispute about the racehorses, I was a child. I was too young. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know whose fault it was, what was going on, whatever. You man go watch that on Tifo Football. And then it explains to you how Malcolm Glazer got the shares in Manchester United football club in the first place and everything like that, and how the club started to go downhill. So you lot watch that, innit? Like, literally, Manchester United as a football club, it's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke in terms of how they run, man. Like, I don't have any respect for them. What happened to them could have never happened at a Bayern. It could have never happened at Ajax or anything like that, bro. And it shows you this is what happens when football managers respectfully have too much power. This is what happens. Way too much. You know what I mean?
Ahmad's put the link in. I'm going to save that for later.
Yeah. This is what happens when football managers have too much power at a football club. And this is why, in order for a football club to be sustainably successful, like a Barcelona or a Bayern and all of these real super teams, you need to have a structure that's put in place, yeah, that supersedes everyone. There's no one bigger than the club. There's no one that has the power that the owners of the club have. No way. No way. Because Sir Alex Ferguson's dispute with the racehorse owners, who happen to be shareholders of Manchester United, that sold their shares to fucking Malcolm Glazer because they fell out with Sir Alex Ferguson because he took them to court. That's how we ended up in this situation. And a lot of people don't know that. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them things that you man need to look into it, and trust me, your eyes will be opened. And that's why I say, do you know what I mean? Like, two things can be true about a person, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You could be the most successful manager in the history of this club, but also you could be at fault for the reason why we are where we are. Two things can be true. And when you see this, you'll see it, bro. You know what I mean? So it's mad conflicting, and that's why I say I don't put anything before common sense. You know, like that. There's no amount of emotions, bro. That emotion don't care about your feelings. I say it. Facts don't care about your feelings, innit? And the facts are there, innit? So make sure you watch that video on Tifo Football, and you'll have you'll see the club differently after this.
I'll definitely have a look at that, because Tifo proper. So they're partnering with the Athletic as well. So it's always you know they're a good company.
I didn't know that. Partner
with the Athletic.
They're very good.
But yeah, definitely. I think it's the Man United. Just right now, it's a mess.
Absolute mess. But let's talk about Chelsea, bruv. All these guys are talking about Chelsea. How are you, man, feeling? Top four is definitely cemented as far as I'm concerned for you lot.
You've not seen our last few games?
Of course I've seen them, man. Piss off. I watched one at your house.
No. As in, no. I don't mean our last few games in the last few we played. I mean, as in our last few games of the season.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't matter.
Are you kidding? We've got City, Arsenal, Leicester, and Villa.
City would have won the league by the time they play you. You do know that. If
Yeah,
Man
they're still
United
gonna-
lost, if United would have lost yesterday, City would have won the league, bro. And if United do get deducted points, which they might do, then City would have probably won the league already, bro.
They won't dock the points. The literally City can win the league against us. But you know that just goes to show how much of a massive club Chelsea are. Did you know that we've been involved in 4 of the last 5 title wins?
Pardon?
We've been involved.
You have.
We have. We won
the Slippy G one, innit?
We won Liverpool. But no. It's actually directly giving teams titles. So last season we won Liverpool the league. Season before that we didn't. Season before that what did we do something there? I don't know. Well, no, we won Liverpool the league. We won Leicester the league. We won the league in 16-17. 17-18, we didn't do anything. 18-19, I think we beat someone to give City the league. Yeah, it was a game for us. We beat Spurs, or I think it was something like that. And then Chelsea have just been ridiculously important in loads of title wins. You know, it's just we're the biggest club in English football. But moving on swiftly from that.
What did you make of your performance?
It was a job done scenario. I mean, look, I think Fulham. I feel bad for Fulham because I think Fulham are you can tell that they've got the infrastructure and they're a good club and they are a Premier League club. I think Scott Parker's a good coach. The problem they've got though is they rely on a shitty centre forward for the past 3 times they've been in the Premier League. Alexander Mitrovic. He's not a Premier League striker.
Yeah, Mitra's good. He's a top-level championship striker. But
okay. I was about to say, I was like, what?
But Mitra's not Premier. He's not going to keep you in the Prem, innit?
Nah, I think I like the style of football that Scott Parker plays. I think that you could see there's the foundations there. But the problem that he's got is he just doesn't have those players that bring that little bit of spark. He didn't have that one player, which a team which is fighting down at the bottom needs to turn around and know that they're going to bring the goods. They didn't have a shot in the second half. Mendy was just chilling. I think it was like when he went down with a head injury, he's absolutely fine. He got up and put water on his face. He's like, do you know what? I've just been doing my lunges. I've been doing my stretches. I did a bit of hot yoga in goal. So I was a little bit hot, a bit of water on my face, sort myself out. I don't know. But look, I think bottom line, the 2 goals we scored, Kai Havertz, absolutely superb. Great for him to see how well he's doing. Needs to start doing it more consistently against higher level teams. Palace and Fulham are all well and good, but they're not. Palace aren't the powerhouse or the good team that powerhouse is the wrong word. The good team that they can be because they've got Roy Hodgson in charge, who's a football terrorist. Like that man's basically.
Is it definitely his last season? Because there was talk of Roy Hodgson obviously being out and what do you call him coming in? They're talking about Lampard, but they also spoke about the Bournemouth manager, Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe won't go to Palace. He won't.
Why not?
That's the wrong move for him. I don't just based on his previous and whenever he's been at any other club other than Bournemouth, he's not lasted more than 6 months. There's talk of him going to Celtic. He won't last 5 minutes at Celtic. He won't.
Why not?
Because he's got this. I think he's got family things. Like he loves just being with his family, and they don't want to leave Bournemouth, so he's just chilling.
What? Why would you not want to leave Bournemouth, mate?
I don't know. I hate it down there.
Respectfully, do you know what I'm saying? Like Bournemouth.
My brother's grandparents live down there,
but that's what I mean, brother. Last time I went there, it was just full of old white people, respectfully, and students. Like it's just old. It's an old place, bro. It's like, do you know what I mean? Why would you not want to get out there? Like,
do you know what's going to happen? They've got interim manager at the minute, right? I think it's Jonathan Woodgate's their interim manager at Bournemouth, right? Yeah. Do you know what's going to happen? They're going to get promoted through the playoffs. Eddie Howe's going to go back.
You think so? Oh, come on, no, nah, bro.
Oh, mate, it's like it's just I don't know. Like I just I think Eddie Howe's a good coach. I just don't think Palace is the right fit for him. I don't think Palace is the right fit for Lampard. I think Do you know what? I think Lampard will get the England under 21s job. I think that's what he'll get.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? That might be a better job for him because he won't need to do much coaching. Do you know what I mean? He just got to manage. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but to be fair, him and Jody Morris might link up again and do that.
I think that'd be a really good fit for him.
I think that would be a much better fit for them than the Chelsea job. I could get behind that.
And then Frank Lampard takes over from Gareth Southgate. England win the World Cup.
All right, hey, slow your roll, bro. You know what I mean? However, like, I think Jody Morris and Frank Lampard at England under the 21 level would be perfect because Jody Morris is good at working with the young players. He probably will know most of them from either coaching them, or if he hasn't coached them, then he's coached players that have played with or played against them as the coach.
Yeah.
So I think that.
Yeah, but they'd have to go in now because AD Boothroyd's done.
He's cream crackered, man. AD Boothroyd, bro. Let's not pretend in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Chelsea. Hopefully we're going to beat Real Madrid. Hopefully we'll go to a Champions League final. Hopefully, I'm saying these key words because I think is it tomorrow or Wednesday we play Real.
I don't know, but I'll be watching it, and I genuinely think that I think that you're making the final. I think that you might do the double, bro. Imagine if you do the FA Cup flipping Champions League double in your manager's first season,
just like we did in 2012.
Jesus crispy, bro, that can't happen.
I'm not gonna lie, I might actually go to Istanbul because obviously travel restrictions will be lifted then as well. So I might actually move. Louis moving like Bournemouth is Disneyland. No. We talking about Eddie Howe. We talking about me. Oh, like I hate Bournemouth so much. It's so boring. I hate it. But yeah, no. Like I think. Look, I don't think Gareth Southgate lasts long in the England job. Frank Lampard will go to England under 21s. Eddie Howe will go back to Bournemouth, and Jonathan Woodgate will go to Tottenham.
Jonathan Woodgate, bro. Hey, listen, you're not rating Tottenham at all, bro. I'm not gonna lie,
mate. They've got a bloke who's 6 years older than me as their manager right now. It gives me hope. It means that I'm going to be a football manager one day. You know, it's just going to happen. I mean, to be fair, I look about 36 apparently, according to some people. So you know, whatever. But
yeah, I don't know about all that.
I'm going grey. Like I noticed it badly today. I've got a load of grey hairs going down the side.
Yeah, but you still don't look old, though. Do you know what I mean? Regardless, so yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But like, bruv, man, have to talk about Kai Havertz in it because listen, the touch from Mason Mount was exquisite. Like, I love a touch like that. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of them ones where like you see who the real ballers are in it in situations like that. Great touch and great weighted pass as well. I love a good weighted pass. These guys know already on this channel. I love a weighted pass. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bruv, the movement from Kai Havertz, I don't know. This manager deserves a lot of credit for playing him in that false nine role, and seeing something in him that clearly Lampard wasn't getting out of him, bro.
Yeah. I think. I don't think it's a case of Lampard wasn't getting out of him. I think, look, he's been one of our best players since he's come into the side. Like Mason Mount is unbelievable. But yeah, Kai Havertz, I think the problem that Frank Lampard had was he wanted to play a 4-3-3. And he was adamant. It was his system. That's what he wanted to use. But we didn't have the players for that. What Thomas Tuchel's done is he's come in and gone, we have the players to play 5 at the back. Let's play 5 at the back. And we've done it. He's also been rotating the squad really well. But yeah, I think Kai Havertz, he's been wrapped in cotton wool, which I think was the most important thing for this season. He'll come into his own over the next couple of years because he showed his class. You know, he showed what he's capable of. And I get it's Palace that he's done it against. I'm not sitting here saying he's going to be different gravy for the rest of his career. You know, I'm not sitting here saying no that we've made back our £75 million that we spent on him. That's definitely not the case. But I think overall, it's just a case of, you know, slowly but surely he will get better, he will develop, and he will be used in the right positions. I think him being played in that false nine really, really suits him. ideally, I'd like to see him as a second striker. I'd like to see maybe a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-2-3-1 with him that a little bit closer in the 10.
I think that down the middle is perfect for him, bro, because you know the reason why I say that? His first goal, if you look at his movement, bro, in between the lines, and even the second goal, he's not got pace, but he's so intelligent, the way he just glides in between players. Yeah. I feel like his movement off the ball is underrated, innit? Like, this guy here said that he's a natural number 10. The one thing that natural number 10s have, yeah, is a very high football IQ. And when you have a very high football IQ, your movement in between the lines is exceptional, bro. The thing is, with a lot of natural number 9s, what they talk about or whatever, these men just want to run in straight lines and get in behind and score goals. But actually, there's not a lot of thought behind the running. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So people will see someone like a Timo Werner and say that he's more of a striker than Havertz because he's quicker and more direct. But actually, his IQ and his movement shows that he's more of a winger.
Werner's an inside forward for me.
Yeah,
he's not.
That's
striker.
it.
He's not a striker. He's not a winger. He's an inside forward.
But this is it. So when you look at Havertz, yeah, I mean, when you look at Havertz, yeah, like his movement, bro, the way he ghosted in between the lines for both goals, yeah, it shows you that he can play in that false 9 beautifully, bro. Like, I think that he has to play there.
It was a given goal, the second goal for me. Did you? I don't know if you saw Match of the Day's highlights on it, but
I saw the highlights. Yeah,
it's the way they literally he gave it and then he went out wide to get it back and then he gave it back and moved back in.
Now Havertz isn't pacey, but you know what it is? Havertz glides, innit?
Yeah,
he just glides, bro. That's what it is. He's not rapid, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, Werner's rapid. Havertz ain't rapid, bro, but he glides, innit? That's just what he does, bro. Like, he's very long, very lean. Do you know what I mean? And his IQ is what got him those goals, bro. It wasn't his pace, bro. It wasn't his pace. Like, Havertz isn't that quick. He's not slow. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can be in between. You can not be slow and not be quick. You can just be, get me? Just like he's just deceptively quick.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
The thing about Kai Havertz, look, he will come good. He will come good. I think he'll come good. I think Timo Werner will come good. Timo Werner just needs.
I think Timo Werner is doing what Timo Werner does.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the problem. I think I was on TalkSport the other day and they were trying to get a soundbite out of me based saying I think Timo Werner's shit. So it's like they were saying because they were talking about Bell Silva, Thiago Silva's missus. Was saying, our centre forwards aren't scoring. Our centre forwards aren't scoring. What's going on here? So do you think she was talking about Timo Werner? And I'm like, well, nobody was scoring against Real Madrid. That's the fucking problem.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's not. It's I think that what Chelsea have in Timo Werner. We were literally talking about it when we were watching it with Shay. We were literally there saying he is someone who people. I know you're saying his football IQ isn't that great, but I think he's got really good football IQ in terms of because he's not playing as a centre forward. When he's not, he peels off and creates a space for other people to go into. That game against Real Madrid, it was Timo Werner who made the space for Christian Pulisic to go through and score the goal.
But you know what it is with Timo Werner? People say about peeling off and that. No, I just think that he likes to play in space because one, he needs it. And just two, he just is not very good, bruv. Like, honestly, like he needs the space, bro. Like he hasn't got great feet like Pulisic or like Havertz, so he needs to operate in space, innit? That's what he likes. So naturally he drifts towards it. Do you know what I mean? And that's what's good about him. Like that's why I say he's more of a wide player. Like in central areas, I don't trust him because his ball retention isn't great, and he doesn't have that vision that Kai Havertz has.
No, he is very much. I'll peel off you and run into that space.
Exactly.
And then he'll score 1 in 3 times.
Yeah,
that is actually I think that's his stats for the season. I think he scored 1 every 3 attempts.
And this is it here. Like he's good at creating space for other players. He is because he peels off and he goes into the areas where he can have more time on the ball. But because people are scared of his pace, everyone's kind of like half an eye on him. Do you know what I mean? And that's why he's a good decoy. He's a good dummy runner. He's very good at that. And because of that, he is going to get loads of assists. So when people say that Werner needs to find form, Werner doesn't need to find form. Werner is doing what Werner does, innit? This is Werner at his best, bro. Like, he'll frustrate you, he'll get goals, and he'll get assists.
Yeah,
that's it.
There's tap-ins he misses, which I think annoy everyone.
But he'll always do that, though. He'll always do that.
You fucking better not.
There'll never be a time where Timo Werner is top cornering things, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not gonna happen, bro. Like, it's not gonna happen, bro. When you watch him play, you know that he's not that kind of player. You know what I mean? I make the same thing with Rashford as well. Like I say about Rashford, yeah. Like, he's never gonna be a clinical player. He's never gonna be a player that makes the right decisions. But he's always the kind of player that's going to have decent goals and assist numbers because of the volume of runs that he makes. Do you know what I mean? The volume. If players keep trying to run in behind again and again and again and again and again, same with Raheem Sterling, sooner or later, the volume of the runs you make, you're going to accumulate stats.
Yeah.
Because you just keep getting, if you keep getting into the positions, Louis, if you're a striker, and you play games, and every time you play, you just keep getting in the box. Sooner or later, something's going to drop to you, bruv.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
Usually it's later when no one's playing. You know, I usually miss 9 out of 10 chances. I scored for the first time in 5-a-side, and the only reason I scored in 5-a-side is because most people had stopped playing. I was supposed to be in goal. Just went on an amazing run, sorted it out. But yeah, I think that Timo Werner is... He's playing well. I think people have looked at him and gone, do you know what? We brought him in to play as a striker. He's not doing this. He's not scoring goals. He's not doing what a striker does. He's not played most of his games as a centre forward.
Yeah,
he's not. You know, Hector's. That's a fucking great point. Werner is a Vardy, loves running the channels and stretching lines. Yes, it's exactly what Werner does. And I think he'll come in and he'll make a difference. And I think he's got that German mentality about him, which is, I will not stop until it's fucking done. He's literally there just like, schnell! It's literally, that's Timo Werner. He just keep going. You're right, mate.
You're a madman, bro. You're actually a fucking madman, bro.
Timo Werner is the German bobsled team or the Swiss bobsled team in Cool Runnings. That is them. You know, he's very much like just very straight down the line German, no sense of humor. You know, just like schnell. But yeah, it's like the whole. He'll.
That's killed me. Still, that's absolutely killed me, bro.
It's true. It's true. He's just non-stop Germanness.
No, I hear you with the comb over and that, like Tony Cruz and that. But you know what it is? This Chelsea team are like 2 signings away from being formidable, bruv.
Yeah.
Formidable. And you wouldn't have said that under Frank Lampard.
I mean, I don't know. I think at the beginning of the season, people were saying it when we were top of the league. And at the beginning of December, before we went on that bad run, people talk about how good Lampard is and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, look, I think in terms of who we've got now in the manager, yeah, we're a couple of signings away. But then it's down to a case of, okay, well, do we renew his contract? Because he's got an 18-month deal. As soon as the season's over, he's got 1 year left. So what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to go, oh, well, I don't know. Do we invest our future? If he wins a Champions League, they'll give him a 5-year deal and sack him at the end of next season. So I think what we need is that long-term centre-back. His name is Fikayo Tomori, and then we need someone to come in next to him. We need a defensive midfielder. I want a number 6, and I want a centre-forward. We basically need a spine. I'd listen. I think bottom line.
He said the same thing. We need a CDM and a centre back. Yeah.
Like the DM. I think I want Declan Rice. People are saying, "Oh, he's only people only rate him because he's English." No, people rate Declan Rice because he's a very, very, very good player.
He's a good footballer. If anyone can't see that Declan Rice is a baller, they're not really watching football properly.
No, but this is it. People only talk about him in a good way because it's he's English. It's like, no,
he's a very good footballer.
There's a reason. When Mark Noble isn't the captain, when he's not playing, there's a reason Declan Rice is the captain of West Ham. There's a reason he's got over 100 Premier League appearances at the age of 21.
Yes, sir.
He's not shit. He's a good player.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
It's shame what Jesse Dons. You know, that just annoys me. You should be watching us. You know, Chelsea boy.
Bro, it will come, bro. It will
oh yeah,
come.
but listen. We've got a few games coming now, so I'm gassed. We sort it out, but yeah. But Basmati, yeah, he is. There you go. Ahmad remembers. He's a Basmati Busquets. That's Declan Rice. Get it? Rice. Basmati.
That's
Thank
not
you.
bad.
Take care. See you later.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not gonna lie.
He's
not gonna lie.
He's unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, it is also 9:10 in the US. Do you want to see if we can get these?
We'll see if before we wrap up, see if it's there, innit? Let's see what the United things are opening at. That's Matty Busquets. That's fucking brilliant, to be honest.
I'm having that on a t-shirt and I'm having that patterned. That's mine. So if you ever release a t-shirt,
that's brilliant. That's brilliant. No, you can have that. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you still. That was good still.
Life's too short to not come up with puns.
Yeah, no, that was decent. I can't lie.
Right. No, still not open.
Still not open. There you go. That's it. So next time, guys, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll have it here, man. Do you know what I mean? But that was lit. Obviously, Louis' the link to Louis' channel is in the title. You know what I mean? So you, man, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Do you know what I'm saying? What else you got coming up, bro?
So yeah, back with Gazetta tomorrow. Obviously I haven't done anything for the past few days as we discussed at the beginning of the stream. But yeah, Gazetta tomorrow, previews for Chelsea, reviews for Chelsea. And then yeah, lots of other stuff with Wolf and that as well. Very busy few months for me.
That's it. Love that, bro. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone inside. Big up everyone for the feedback on the Rants Reacts. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The subs and that been flying up. You man love those. You man love those. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a good week for you lot anyway. I'm gonna try again to get your Thierry Henry one done because it got copyrighted. So I'm gonna use a different comp this time. So Henry, Scholes, Ozil, the three that got pulled down, I'm gonna pick different comps and then try and edit them so man can get those up. And then I got a fourth one. It's probably going to be Lewandowski because I thought, fuck it. I've already got all my lists already put up. And I just thought I'm going to throw Louis in, bruv. So you man are going to get Lewandowski, Henry, Ozil, and Scholes this week. So that should be interesting, bro. Like, it's a decent week. It's a decent week, you know, like that. So big up everyone inside. Know what I mean? Smash the like. Know what I mean? Man's going to be back on Lee Gunner's channel at 4 o'clock, people. So big up yourselves. And yeah, man.